What is going on in LA County? 13 million cases in the US, post-Thanksgiving lockdowns. Mortgage delinquencies spiking in the second quarter of 2020. Some stock stuff with Disney and Boeing. And you guys are always wondering what's going to happen. When is Trump going to throw in the towel? I mean, this thing has gone on for far too long. Why doesn't he just throw in the towel and move on? Alright, we got a pretty packed show for you guys. So let's begin. Alright guys, before we begin, this is my Twitter page in case you guys are not already following. What are you waiting for? I post here daily. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can send me a message here. I respond within 24 hours. And yeah, if I go to the gym, if I get my dividends, stock related information, I post it here for you guys. And it's convenient, it's fast. And right now we're at 533 followers. Thank you everybody that's been following. So if you're not already following, go ahead and follow. Alright everybody, hopefully you guys are doing good. Thank you for tuning in. Get your popcorn ready because I got a lot to cover today. I've been covering basically what's going to go down today with stocks, with the bug juice that's going to be coming. And I was waiting post Thanksgiving because there's a lot of things that are going on, guys. I want to let it all compile on Sunday when you guys are hopefully not working, you're chilling. Give you guys a quick breakdown of what we got to look forward to the week. The Dow Jones Futures stock market rally flashes mixed signals why Apple, Neo, Zoom Video are important. Guys, you already know. The tech stocks have been killing it. Apple, CrowdStrike, Neo, and Zoom. People are working at home. Those are the stocks that have been obviously winning and taking over. I do not own any of these besides Apple. I mean, come on. Who doesn't have Apple, right? Apple's pretty good. That's not investing advice. Also, Tesla has been killing it as well, and I do own Tesla. That's not advice. Do your own research. Talk to your own expert before you make your financial decisions. Okay, the Dow Jones future today is going to open today at 6 p.m. Eastern time, so I'm not going to cover it in this video. It's going to get too late. I'm getting old. I got a bedtime, so I'll post for you guys on Twitter once the futures come out. Quick tweet, that way you guys can follow along with your plan for the week and see what you're going to do. Now, what's going on with the bug? Worldwide cases are almost at 63 million. The bug deceased topped 1.46 million. Confirmed bug cases in the US is 13.6 million, with deceased above 272,000. LA County has a new stay-at-home order on Friday as bug cases soar in the nation's most populous county. The 3-week order starting Monday bans most gatherings and limits capacity in retail stores and other non-essential business to 20% occupancy. However, they are going to open schools, which makes you question what they're trying to do. And there's a lot of concern that the bug does not spread as rapidly from children to children. That's why they are opening schools. And also to add on a note here with LA County, they're also banning outdoor dining. Yes, so if you are a restaurant owner and you're trying to dine your patrons outside, guess what? Nah, it's shut down. You in LA, you shut down. Okay, now the markets as well. The Dow Industrial Average rose 2.2% in the last week. S&P is about 2.3%. NASDAQ about 3%, which is why I'm expecting that at some point here, right now we are end of November. From now until next year, guys, there's going to be probably a correction. Okay, that's just my prediction. Do your own research, but I'm predicting a correction with everything that I've been seeing here. Something's going to have to happen. LA County, like I told you guys, post-Thanksgiving lockdown as US has 13 million cases. This is from NBC News. And just to confirm, LA County has ordered citizens to stay at home and has banned public gatherings and private gatherings until at least right before Christmas time. Meanwhile, the NFL ordered all facilities to shut down Monday and Tuesday due to a national rise in cases after some players and coaching staff celebrated the Thanksgiving holiday with out-of-town guests. Okay, so that's a big no-no. They don't want you to do that. U.S. advisors to decide how to distribute the bug juice. Okay, bug juice is going to be code for this word right here. Okay, it's illegal. We don't want to get banned, so we're not going to use those terminology here. Pfizer and its German partner BioNTech have asked the FDA to allow emergency use of the bug juice. Moderna Inc. is expected to also seek emergency use of the bug juice soon. A lot of news coming out about the bug juice, guys. I got a few articles here I'll cover for you guys. From the New York Times, the U.S. passes 4 million cases in November alone. doubling October's tally. Here's what you need to know. Quick breakdown. The bug passes 4 million in the month of November, doubling the record in October. Daily bug-related deceased in the U.S. rise back toward the record level set in April. In Kansas City, 2 bug deaths in one weekend drive home the risk to firefighters. London police. Okay, guys, look, if you're living in the U.S., we blessed, okay? A lot of bad things going on, but compared to most of it, a lot of good things. Here's an example. The London police have arrested over 150 protesting against England's bug lockdown and bug juice. Now in the US, we have protests for other things, but I have not seen protests over the lockdowns. Well, actually, let me correct myself. I know in LA and there's a few places on the East Coast where I did see protests against the lockdowns, but they didn't really get a whole lot of coverage. It was very small. Now, once these things start to get more popularized, we're going to have to see what's going to happen. But like I said, what's happening in Europe is usually a preview of what you can expect to come to the US. To keep up with the boom of pandemic shopping online, Amazon has hired 427,000 employees in 10 months. Absolutely insane. So if you want a job, guys, Amazon is hiring, while a lot of companies like Disney and Boeing are cutting down their labor force. An underground New York club with 400 people is shut down for violating bug restrictions. A video in a hospital courtyard captures an 81-year-old Italian serenade to his deceased or soon-to-be deceased wife. Okay, very, very sad. If you got family in the hospital, you can't see them. There's a whole bunch of restrictions, and yeah, I can only imagine what that must be like for this point in time. People have to deal with that. Anyways, let's continue on here. Daily bug deceased in the U.S. rise back toward the record level set in April. Okay, so this is from the New York Times, and you guys get the idea. Okay, so the cases are increasing. Cases are up by 12,000 as England warned of the third wave if tiers are ignored. So England is having their own situation over there. Police seize Class A drugs and knuckle duster after storming unacceptable gatherings. Illegal raves never end well. Okay, guys, as we know, Europe and raves go hand in hand, right? They like to do that stuff. Let's continue on here. CNBC, same thing here. The bug update: healthcare workers under pressure with surge in U.S. cases, and air travel is picking up. So those are two things that are kind of going to cause an increase in numbers as people are traveling. You got a lot of people packed into a tight space. I know airplanes, I was in one, they do have filters and they have pretty good ventilation systems, obviously, for this situation, but it's still more likely that they're going to spread the bug at this point in time. Because here's the thing, guys, if you go on a plane, I want you to look around, okay? Just take a minute, look around your plane and see how many people don't have a mask on. I guarantee you it's going to be a pretty good number, okay? When I was on the plane, a lot of people didn't have a mask on. Here are some of the biggest developments going into the week. Oxford AstraZeneca, the bug juice shows an average 70% effectiveness. Airline passengers top 1 million a day ahead of Thanksgiving despite warnings. UK expected to lift lockdowns in early December. Guys, once they have these lockdowns, they never end, right? We're going to have these for a while. Retailers try to limit holiday crowds by trading doorbusters for week of deals. New bug cases in the US. As you guys can see, we were in a decline sort of here. We peaked up in about July, August, and then now we've just been increasing like crazy. And what's interesting is that we have seen this soar in cases, right? But the stock market is still doing absolutely ridiculous, right? We're still seeing crazy numbers. So begs the question, what is causing that increase? Is it going to have a correction at some point? My prediction is we're going to have a correction very, very soon, guys, okay? Global cases, I already went over the numbers for you guys. For grocery workers, the latest wave feels like deja vu. I can't imagine, guys, what must be like as a grocery worker working 8 hours at the registers and wearing that mask all day. I can't imagine what that's like. They have heightened anxiety and terrible feeling of deja vu. Yeah, I can only imagine what that must be like. And here's something else that's interesting, guys. Doctors say that the bug juice, it won't be a walk in the park, and doctors are urging public officials to be transparent about the side effects people may experience. Okay, so there are potential side effects after you get the bug juice. If you decide to do it, they're probably going to know they had a bug juice, she said during the meeting. They're probably not going to feel wonderful, but they've got to come back for that second dose. So it looks like there's probably going to be 2 dosages that people are going to need to take. Moderna and Pfizer have acknowledged that their vaccines, that their bug juice could induce side effects that are similar to symptoms associated with mild bug, such as muscle pain, chills, and headaches. Yeah, guys, like I said, hopefully, I'm going to leave my rant. I was about to go on a rant. I'll leave it for now. Lockdown UK tiers update as Boris Johnson warns of disastrous consequences if rules not followed. Boris Johnson is the leader in the UK, and as I had mentioned, they do have their lockdowns over there right now. And let's see what else we got for you guys. He's saying there are going to be disastrous consequences. Prime Minister who faces a Commons shutdown with the own MPs over the stringent measures urged the nation to work together with tiering, testing, and bug juice. Writing in on Sunday that he stressed it was too early to relax restrictions, but said he believed Easter would mark a real change. Okay, guys, look, if you're on your MySpace, your PlayStation, your Xbox, pause it for a minute here. This is important. Let me read it one more time for you guys, okay? Boris Johnson, the leader of England, he said he believed Easter would mark a real chance to return to something like life as normal. Okay, guys, we're in November. We got one more month. December, year's over. Easter's in April. That's the 4th month. So they're telling us that we got to wait another 4 months for potentially life to be back to normal. And also keep in mind, in January, we're going to have a new president, right? I'm pretty sure Biden is probably going to go to office. He's going to be a president for the next 4 years. Congrats for Biden and his team. Trump is not technically done, but it looks like he's going to have to wave the flag at some point based off what I'm saying, unless there's some miracle that he pulls off that we just got to wait and see. His miracle is the Supreme Court, right? That's all he has at this point in time from what I'm seeing. And I do have an article about that I'll cover for you guys in a minute. So Easter, do you guys want to live the way we're living till Easter? I'll leave it up to you. 5 key findings from the highly anticipated future of jobs reports. Okay, this was a great article that I read. This is from Forbes. This was published today, right? I try to get you guys up-to-date information, and I'm not going to go over the whole thing for you guys, but basically it's saying, obviously people have been losing their jobs, but the future of jobs is going to be technology, so AI, artificial intelligence. Predicting how advances in technology and automation will impact jobs is more of an art than a science, right? So people are losing their jobs. AI is obviously booming. Companies are trying to save money. They want to be more efficient, and this might be a good time for them to usher in artificial intelligence. And if people want to get into that industry, now might be a good time. Accordingly, employees of all industries and seniority levels should remain keenly aware of how fast things can change, just as no one would have expected such crazy economic and health headwind in 2020. We might need to be aware of tectonic changes that could be lurking right around the corner. That basically sums it up, right? So you got Tesla, you got NIO, you got these car companies who are going to have automated self-driving, and once they perfect that system, guys, you got to imagine all these people who drive trucks and taxis. What's going to happen to them? Are they going to just suddenly learn new skills? Again, a lot of things to consider, but if you are transitioning or you're in a situation where you are working limited hours, now might be a great time to learn some new skills and get ready in case technology comes in and you're going to have to be a software engineer or something like that. Okay, that's going to be a route you might want to consider. If you're looking to buy a home, this is from Mortgage Bankers Association, which is a pretty reliable site. Mortgage delinquencies spike in the second quarter of 2020. So if you're looking to buy a home, delinquencies are going up, which means there could potentially be more foreclosures, and it might bring a price drop in housing. Right now, if you guys aren't aware of the market, there's not really a whole lot of houses that are available. Inventory is pretty low, prices are kind of high. Something to keep an eye on if you are looking to buy a home in the future. Let's continue here. Student loans owned and securitized outstanding. Guys, this student loan thing is absolutely insane. I remember back in 2010, it was right under $1 trillion. It was like 800 billion, right around this time. I remember this. And I was doing a project, and I was like, wow, 800 billion in student loans? Man, we're in trouble. And look at this. We are at almost at $1.7 trillion in student loans. And this number is not really dropping. It just keeps going up, guys. So student loan is definitely going to be an issue. Now, if Biden's going to choose to do student loan forgiveness or forgive some of it. We're gonna have to wait and see, but definitely something we're gonna have to keep an eye on in the future to see how his administration is gonna handle that, right? All right, now this is just a quick nugget for you guys. If you're still in this video, this is a bonus. So BOTZ, B-O-T-Z, is an ETF that has robotics and AI for investors. Quick disclaimer, this is not investing advice. I do not own this ETF, but if you guys are interested in ETF, this would be something to do more research in. This is Seeking Alpha, great website, a lot of free information here. And this gives you a breakdown of what they do, what their top holdings are, what countries they hold stock in, sector breakdown, and they got Nvidia and a bunch of other companies I don't know of, but this could be something to look into if you guys want an ETF. Again, do your own research. This is just a little bonus if you guys stuck around this long. Let's continue on here. What's going on with Disney? Disney, it's going to lay off about 32,000 employees in 2021, and the stock price is kind of going up a little bit from late October, early November. The one thing that is saving Disney, guys, is their streaming service. Obviously, parks are in limited capacity. I know in California, one day they're open, one day they're closed. You don't really know what's going on in California because California is California. But their streaming service is keeping Disney alive at the moment, even though their dividend has been cut. And I sold out a long time ago, guys. I made a video about that. Once I hit a break-even point, I didn't like the direction Disney was going because I knew it was going to be some time before they would recover. And for me, I like to wait till I have some certainty before I get into the stock. Even if I have to pay a higher price, I'd rather pay a higher price for a company that's paying the dividend than to wait for them to hopefully reinstate. Okay, that's just me. That's not financial advice. Do your own research, but that's just kind of how I look at it. And Boeing, my one stock that's got hit pretty bad, and I'm still looking for a break-even point with Boeing. I'm getting closer. Boeing is not a buy. Okay, I'm not buying any more Boeing. The 737 MAX is flying again. Is it time to jump on Boeing shares? The answer is hell no. Okay, that's not investing advice. I'm just saying, I'm speaking out loud, but I'm not putting a penny into Boeing, guys. Okay, I need to see some proof of concept. And look at this. I got into it when it was up in here, guys. I remember it was like 320, 310, and I was like, man, this thing's gonna be a killer stock, and then it got crushed. And I could have sold and lost a significant amount, but I'm waiting, and my losses are minimizing. And like I said, I am waiting for that break-even point, and then I will take my reserves from that and I'll move it over to something else. Disney increases number of planned layoffs to 32,000 from CNN Business. Tampa Bay Times, 4,000 more Disney theme park division employees are losing their jobs. 32,000 employees total. Just to confirm what I've been telling you guys, looks like a lot of people who work at Disney are not going to be working there for much longer. And of course, everybody's wondering about that stimulus check. Will you get a third check by December 31st? Now, it would have been smart if they had the checks come out right before Black Friday. It could have had a nice little boost to the economy before the inevitable correction that we're going to have at this rate. With what I'm seeing, what I'm showing you guys, I think there's a good case for a correction, but that's just me. Now, from what we're seeing right here, it doesn't look like we have anything yet. Time is running out for the government to approve a second relief with Congress adjourned until next. Guys, they're on vacation again. See, look at this. Every time I do an update for you guys, they're on vacation. Congress is adjourned until next week, and the Biden administration focusing on assuming office in January. That's a huge part, guys, okay? We still don't know if Biden's going to be in office in January. It looks more likely than not, but nothing has been official yet. We're still waiting on Trump's challenges to see what's going to happen if the Supreme Court looks over this. We don't know, guys, okay? A lot is up in the air. It's 2020. What do you expect? Let's continue on here. Got a few more things, then we can wrap this thing up. All right, what's going on with Trump? Everybody's wondering with Trump. Trump says his election challenges probably won't make it to the Supreme Court. That's big news, guys. This came out today. Trump acknowledged his vanishing path to overturning the results of the 2020 election in court on Sunday during his first full interview since losing to President-elect Joe Biden earlier this month. This is a direct quote from Trump. Well, the problem is it's hard to get into the Supreme Court, Trump said on Fox News Sunday Morning Futures after host Maria Bartiromo asked him when he expected his challenges to make it to the justices. Well, the problem is it's hard to get to the Supreme Court. Trump said, I've got the best Supreme Court activists. advocates, lawyers, and want to argue the case if it gets there. They said it's very hard to get a case up there, Trump added. Can you imagine Donald Trump, President of the United States, files a case and I probably can't get a case? It sounds like if you can't get heard by a Supreme Court, you lose. Do you believe you will win this? Bartiromo asked at one point. We should be heard by a Supreme Court. Something has to be able to get up there. Otherwise, what is the Supreme Court? Trump said. Asked if he still had a path to victory, Trump said he hoped so. Alright, so that's what you have with Trump. And the interview, you can probably find it on YouTube. Just put Fox interview with Maria Bartiromo. I saw part of it, but I didn't really get a chance to finish the whole thing. Now, what's going on with the bug juice, right? This has been a video that's been heavy on the bug juice. Now, you got a lot of information on this thing, right? So, I advise everybody do your own research. It's from CNBC, but doctors say the CDC should warn people the side effects from the bug juice won't be a walk in the park. Okay, so this also basically says what I was telling you guys earlier, that there could be potential side effects and things to consider. Okay, like I said, I know this is a very, very touchy spot, but I'm just giving you guys something to look at, and you gotta do a lot of more research. Okay, these are immune responses, and so if you feel something after getting the bug juice, you should expect to feel that. When you do, it's normal to have some arm soreness or fatigue, some body aches, and maybe even a fever. It sounds like in some of these trials, maybe you even have to stay home from work. If you have to miss 14 days of work, that's a huge amount to miss. I think we do have to think about that the bug juice itself, while there may be some short-term work loss issues, I do think that has to come to balance with the risk of getting an infection. Yeah, guys, that's something that I want you to think about too. Let's say the bug juice comes and people take it and all that good stuff. Well, they might need a week or 2 weeks. Can you imagine if you have mass amounts of people in the workforce all have to take time off of work to recover from this thing? Oh man, it's gonna be crazy. I can only imagine what they're gonna do if they have to hire a bunch of seasonals. If it's forced that you have to get this thing, a lot of questions, a lot of concerns. Like I said, you make your own decisions, you do your own research. All I say is challenge what you think you know, look at different perspectives, and make a smart, educated decision. Okay? Trump speaks out in first interview since election day. So there you have it, guys, from Fox News. You guys can go check it out to get a better sense of what happened. Pennsylvania Republican to ask Supreme Court to review case after dismissal. Okay, so like I said, Trump's clock is ticking. He's going to have to pull something, or Biden's going to have to start transitioning, getting his team together, and planning what they're going to do the next upcoming months and next year. Alright, guys, so that's going to be the next video. Okay, hopefully you guys have an idea of what's going on. Obviously, a lot to digest, and I'm trying to keep it up to date for you guys so you can make the best decisions for yourself and your family going forward. And just plan for it, guys. Okay, we got a lot of craziness, a lot of uncertainty coming up. Plan for it, be prepared, do your research, and do your homework. Okay, anyways, that's gonna be the next video. As always, if you're not subscribed, don't subscribe. And if you liked the video, don't forget to give it a like. Until next time, peace.